Hi guys, so this is going to be a quick little video. We thought that we would just get us on tape talking a little bit about E3. We've had quite a few people come into the shop and they keep asking us about it, so we thought we'd put together a few little things that we've spoken about and we'll have a little prediction-y type thing about what we think is coming up at E3. If you don't know what E3 is, you're a mong.
I was going to say, why are you watching the video?
Yeah.
For those that don't, E3 is a big convention that developers and publishers get together to show off their goodies, kind of. Yeah. It's like how to fuel their own ego in a place.
Pretty much. Well, I think it actually started out as literally a trade show. So, like, selling units of games, like publishers selling it. So people would pick it up. That's how it all started.
And now it's got to a point where it's massive.
Yeah.
And it's where everyone gets their latest gossip about games. And
Yeah. I think in the past it's been a little bit more higher than what it is at the moment. With Sony are not going to be there this year, which is quite big news.
Yes, which is one of our talking points. We'll get to Sony soon.
Okay, so let's start off our conversation with a cup of tea
and a coffee
and Xbox. Talk to me about Xbox.
Xbox have new consoles coming out. I say consoles as they've just released the Xbox One Digital, which is no disc drive, all online download games, which I'm sure they're going to carry over to the next gen. It'd be pointless to bring it out for such a short time if they're not going to implement it into their new stuff.
Or was it just a test?
I think they're going to do it. I think they obviously know there's a market for digital.
Yeah.
Digital, if I can even talk digital. That they put enough money and time into resourcing how to do it. It'd be a waste. I think it'd be a massive waste if they just bring that out and then ditch it for next gen.
Putting my business cap on, which I shall do now. Business cap is on. I'm Xbox. I haven't sold as many units as the competition, and we're getting to the end of the life cycle. And you buy up the parts in advance.
Yep.
I've got loads of parts. All you need to do is manufacture a new case without the front bit for the disc drive.
All it is.
Don't put disc drive in it, which is quite expensive because anything that's got a moving part is more expensive than something that doesn't.
Yep.
And put that on top, reduce the price, ship it out. Maybe they're just moving parts. The problem is that you can pick up an actual Xbox with the disc drive
for
less than you can for one of these digital ones. But so anyway, coming back to the new consoles, what do you think? You reckon that there's going to be?
I reckon they're going to follow quite close to PlayStation.
Right.
And by that I mean PlayStation have pretty much announced 8K for some of the things, but borderline 4K, which we get for the PS4 Pro anyway. And it's going to have an SSD, which means in this case they showed Spider-Man. The loading screen was 12 seconds. 12 seconds?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
And the SSD was half a second.
Yeah.
So that different, although it's only 11.5 seconds difference,
Yeah.
for you sitting there watching a TV, that does feel like quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
So I don't think Xbox will stick with hard drives. If they do, they're going to lose so much. They've got some interesting exclusives, but is it enough to... If you see your friend playing a PS4 and it loads up like this, and you're sitting there like, oh yeah, let me just show you what my Xbox can do.
Yeah. I think
Still waiting.
Sony have done a couple of... Obviously, we don't know anything about the consoles. We can only see what we've been shown so far. I think they've been quite clever. They haven't gone down the whole... Oh, we can do, the old... Do you remember the last one when it was like, oh, it's not 1080, it's 900p.
Yeah.
It's not 60 frames. They've no, we're not talking about that. What we're talking about is loading speeds and audio as well. That's Sony have said about having some, I think maybe proprietary electronics in there to give you virtual surround and all of that, because they know that people are playing with headsets because of Fortnite and whatever else like that, Black Ops and stuff like that. So I think it's really interesting that Sony have gone down the speed of loading route, because it's a thing. If you've ever played Red Dead Redemption 2, right? There are some loading times in that when you load up the game to start off with.
It's not even that. It's consoles are just figuring out what PC have been doing for years.
Yeah.
Anyone who does gaming on PC, I mean, I don't game massively on PC, I do a little bit, but anyone who doesn't have an SSD, hate gaming on PC because stuff generally takes longer to load. Even rendering the game takes longer to load.
Yeah.
You'll find playing games in an SSD shop, you'd be like, I want to do this. You haven't got to... Like, either played... obviously, you hate Skyrim, but Skyrim is one where you do something and sometimes it takes a while and then it goes into something.
Yeah.
That won't happen. It'll be a straight...
Yeah.
You're doing this, your character will do this, the world does this. There's no this bullshit of sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lagged a little bit. Maybe I've got to restart it because it'll be too quick to...
Yeah.
Although there will be problems with it, but...
Yeah. And on the consoles, there's every game has got the little loading screens. It just takes a little bit long. So
Jump Force.
The Division, that still takes long to load up, and
I think a lot of games in general. Yeah. I can't wait to see the instant, practically instant.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I really like that because
hopefully it works as well as I say it will.
Graphically, I mean, games are decent now. I mean, they look good.
Yeah.
Everything looks good now. So don't worry too much about the visuals. That I think all they've done is they're going to create a beast of technology. So it all comes down to software, and that'd be up to the game developers to make the best game possible.
Yep.
Concentrate on things that we do want. Loading times, price. Obviously, they're going to be mega expensive. But coming back to Xbox, so you think new console?
Yep.
So we're going to see them?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Physically, no. I reckon they're gonna, like how Apple do it. They have the little presentation of what it's gonna look like, the insides, whatever. They're gonna do that for the Xbox. Maybe have a demo made. Doesn't actually work, but the look of it, like the shell.
What in the middle of the?
Yeah, like a podium.
Yeah,
like this is what it looks like, but you can't try it.
Right.
Or they'll have something pre-made on a PC.
Yeah.
To show you what it's gonna look like and how it's gonna run.
Yeah.
With an Xbox controller to try it out. And they'll be like, "Oh, it's a demo. You can try it, but it's not really an Xbox."
I think my prediction, what we'll see is there'll be a glitzy on stage, and it'll be a blacked out screen, and then the logo will come in.
That's just it.
And then it'll be like 10 or 20 seconds of flashes of games, and it'll be all of their Xbox exclusives. So
Will
Halo.
They have more than?
It will be Halo. Gears of War, Forza. What else is there? Sea of Thieves. What else they got?
The problem I have with this is, are they going to just do that? This is what our exclusives are. Are they going to have more exclusives? Are Microsoft working with it, or are they going to even show off anything? What if they're like, here's what to expect? That's it.
Well, last year they did show us the Infinite Halo thing, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which was apparently was a tech demo, and the marketing department just put Halo on it, so it wasn't even meant to be Halo. They just go on Halo that.
Are they going to? Do you reckon they're going to? What's they going to say? So, what are they going to do? Naming. Do you reckon Xbox? I don't think Xbox 2. It sounds stupid. It
has to be.
Do you notice how their project names sound so much better than the console names?
Isn't this
wasn't it Project Scorpio or something at one point?
That was the X. That was the X.
Doesn't that not sound better than Xbox One X? If you just call it Xbox Scorpio or something, give it code names.
Yeah, but you've got to remember that this is something that's going to go in your living room. So it's the X. The Xbox and the PlayStation isn't necessarily the kid buying it that's going to buy it. And they want to appeal to a range of audience. Scorpio, it sounds like an RGB keyboard. It sounds Razer headphones and all of that.
Razer Scorpio.
Yeah, you're not going to have a Razer thing underneath your telly in the front room. You're not going to, Mum's not going to like that. So, Xbox 2 has to be Xbox 2 because this is a consumer product. You got to sell this. Trying to explain what a Scorpion is.
Didn't they not start with? They had the Xbox, then the 360.
Yeah.
They jumped a massive queue there.
Well, they went back.
They did that. PS have done this thing of just going from one up to whether it's going to be 5.
Keep it simple, guys.
Imagine if they changed it to like PlayStation Ultra or something stupid.
That sounds like a panty liner. Anyway, they're obviously going to... The name is going to be launched. We know that.
If anything, that.
Yeah.
We can't guarantee... I mean, no one can guarantee anything, but if they were to show off a lot, they've got this thing of Xbox have Sony not there.
Yes.
They could throw out a lot, but why aren't Sony there?
Now
what are they going to throw out? This goes to our next point of why
Yeah.
Sony aren't at E3. And you were saying earlier, I think they're going to throw something out of the water the day before it launch it, the day before E3, to kind of show we don't
Yeah.
need E3.
So this is what's interesting, is we had the thing, what you were saying about with Spider-Man and PS5,
Yep.
which was from Wired magazine, in an interview, out of the blue, they kind of said about ray tracing and 8K and all of that. That was a month or so ago. And then last week, I think it was a shareholders meeting, and they showed off. We might put this clip in here actually, or we link to it. And they showed the PS4 Pro versus PS5, how it can render images and videos faster.
It does look.
They're doing like this little propaganda campaign.
Yeah.
Like they're dribbling it out there. I really like that because.
Do you reckon they're going to try and stay away from E3? Like, not just this year, but entirely.
Well, the reason I think that they're not there, and they have come out and said this, is because they say they've got nothing new that they want to show. And I think that's pretty good. Like, Sony, don't come to the stage if you've got nothing new to show. Because last year, they did that whole theatre thing with The Last of Us 2 and I can't remember what else they showed off. But there was like 3 games that they showed off. So just, if you've got something, come. If you haven't, don't bother about it. But this is a little dabble in the water. I think they might do something pre-E3 because they don't have to be there to actually do a news thing, right? Because they do their like their direct, what are they called? State of plays and stuff like that. Yeah. So I reckon that they're going to drop something before, and it possibly might be a new game, possibly, or it might be more information about the actual new console itself.
What if it was just them like picking apart Xbox? Imagine that. So they'll do a little. We snuck into headquarters. We took this, and they're like, "Look at this shit." Could you remember when they did that thing against them when they about the whole you can share?
Thanks.
Games?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they were like, "Here's how you share a game."
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
It was
They
brilliant.
did it just to take the piss. I don't think everyone seems to think there's a massive beef between the two. I don't think there is. I think they use each other to market.
Of course
That's what
they
it is.
do. Of course they do. Yeah.
I think they'll release something either during E3, but they'll do
Yeah.
it outside of E3 to see how many people tune in,
Yeah.
and then they can judge it for next time. Because if they do it and no one notices, then they wouldn't do it next time. They'd just go to E3.
Yeah.
Maybe it's their way of testing that out.
Or they might be playing the long game. They know that next E3 has the potential to be one of the biggest we've seen since when they did the PS4 and Xbox One was there. So that could next year's going to be the launch year for these new consoles, right? So next year they might be hyping it up already. Everyone's going to get super buzzed about it.
Imagine if they came out next year and was like, "This is our new console, but
Yeah.
we're already working on next gen."
Yeah.
You'd be like, "What?"
PS6.
It's like,
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
We
so
need to run through this.
right.
I think we've been like 20 minutes.
yeah,
running.
yeah. So Xbox, Sony, yeah,
Nintendo,
Nintendo.
the underdogs. As I'm
Yeah.
gonna, they always have been in the shadow of everyone else.
I
when
think
it comes.
so. Yeah, yeah.
But they have previously announced the works of a new Switch. Rumours are that you were saying earlier about one that has non-detachable controllers.
Yeah,
Therefore, they're not as flimsy because they are pretty flimsy controls. They would be cheaper because you can't detach them. But then by doing so, if they break, you have to replace the entire thing.
yeah,
This is what I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it.
Well,
The
it was-
reason the controllers are so useful because you can literally just buy new ones and put them
yeah.
back on.
So it's something that I read, and some sort of reading into it a little bit. Someone was talking about a DS version, if you like, of a Switch. So it's a little bit smaller. Controllers are attached. I'm not sure if you can get away with that because some of the games you do actually need them,
Motion.
don't you? Like Pokemon.
Unless you make it pure for certain games.
Yeah. You can't play this particular game.
I don't have it on the box, Jesus.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be like, can't play Pokemon on my
Yeah.
new Switch.
Yeah.
There was talks about the Switch having a newer version, like kind of how the Xbox had the S and the X.
Yes.
Giving it 1080, because it's not 1080, it's 720, isn't it, at the moment?
It's 720. Yeah, so
everyone seemed to think it was going to be 1080, but if you actually look at it, the thing is, where it's such a small screen, you can't really tell.
No,
because there's not enough pixels there anyway.
Yeah,
to stretch out.
That's true. Yeah, it looks. But
I would like a 1080 Switch. If it's noticeable.
I think, like, if they're going to do a hardware revision, which I think this is, like, the new console isn't Switch 2, it's a hardware revision, more memory to start off with.
Oh, please. Or allow a built-in memory, and then allow externals as well, because I think it only has... I think it has a built-in, but I think it's something stupid like...
It's 32 gig, I think it is.
It's quite a bit surprising. The games that come with it are fuck all.
Yeah.
But give it, say, 64 standard, and then let us have an extra... Like, I've put, I think, 120 in mind, just to make sure that went out.
Yeah.
But allow multiple. So you just have
multiples.
Yeah, so if you wanted to say like 3
So
of
2 cards in there. Right.
So that way you haven't got to switch out your data.
Oh,
because that's the problem. If you fill out 120, I doubt you will. But then you want to go, I want to play Breath of the Wild. It's on my other other micro SD. I'm going to have to swap that out.
Okay.
Just have multiple.
That's a good idea, yeah.
But I doubt it. They'll probably be like, no, don't even allow external on this one.
Yeah. I think if they're going to do anything, it's going to be more memory, better screen, maybe slimmer.
Yeah.
Possibly, but I don't know how that works with the controllers.
Or I would give it a venting system. It gets really hot very quickly.
Yeah, yes.
A better battery life.
Better battery. That was my other point I was going to say.
Although, you can't... The point is you play it in the dock and it charges it. But if you've taken that off after playing it...
Yeah, it's
it's like a barbecue. You're like, alright. So have a cooling thing with it. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, a battery. Please. Better battery. Definitely, 100%.
Just don't go down the mobile phone route of it dying out after like a month or two.
Yeah. That's true. So Nintendo, new games. There's definitely going to be an announcement of new games. I'm calling Metroid. I don't think there's been anything necessarily concrete.
I think everyone wants one.
Yeah, I think it's about time, isn't it?
I think they'll start off their Nintendo thing with a new DLC for Smash. I think it's a great thing to start with.
Yeah.
The Joker has just come out for Smash. I haven't got it, 'cause I don't care. But if
the Persona Joker, right?
Yeah. Oh, would we see a Mortal Kombat DLC release, do you reckon? Thinking of saying Joker, because I've seen a leak of the Joker from Arkham being a DLC character for Mortal Kombat. Have you seen this?
Maybe. Yeah, what?
Yeah.
The
Joker. Leak list.
Yeah.
Well, they just released everyone released a bunch of DLCs and just be like...
Yeah.
I know. Off topic a little bit.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Pokemon. We know it's coming out. Want to see some more gameplay?
Yeah, there'll definitely be gameplay of Pokemon.
Please be really, really British. Like I want some Danny Dyer shit in there.
Oh, no, you don't want to go with a monocle like hello.
No, what is it like? Hello, you cheeky. You know something. Have you seen the memes on this?
No.
There's one of. I'm going to put it on here.
I'm not looking at Pokemon memes.
There's a bus, and it's called Decker. And then it's a double-decker. It's Decker and double-decker. It's Evolution. It's a double-decker bus.
Oh, brilliant.
They're like proper English crap. Like one was the old police hats. It says it's called Hello. Then you got two hello.
Oh,
and then hello.
Love it.
And I want it. If that's the thing, make it relevant because they had the previous ones, the Sun and Moon, were based in Hawaii.
Right.
So they had Hawaii versions. They're called the Lowland versions, where they gave them like. Just make English versions. Make them with crumpets or something.
Yeah.
Make a crumpet.
Crumpet.
It'd be a crumpet.
That's the name, innit? Pokemon, are you listening?
Crumpets.
Get this. It's solid gold, mate.
What else
Get it in.
English.
Roast beef. Fish and chips. It's 2 characters.
Just fish and chip.
Yeah, fish and chip. What he evolves into?
Fish and chips.
Chip. Oh, he's fish, and then he finds chips.
And then he evolves into a sarnie.
Or it starts off as a pig, and then it evolves into bacon sandwich.
It would just be like tea and scones. Would it be like called scony or something?
And then the next evolution is clotted cream and jam.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, nothing taken.
Everyone's going to play like, what is this stupid game? Or what is this stupid country?
Yeah. Okay, what other games?
Bethesda have announced a game called Starfield a while ago.
That was last E3. It was a little tease.
I'm assuming there's going to be more for that if they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls, we've got a trailer for. They're using the new environment tech thing. I don't know if you've seen this.
I've seen
It's basically taking pictures and using that to morph the background.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah. So Bethesda, are they going to be a little bit sheepish after Fallout 76 Gate?
I think they're going to stop doing online-only games. There's no way after the Fallout The Fallout.
The
Fallout of Fallout.
Yeah.
Anyone would go back to a boardroom, but you know what we need? More online games.
Yeah.
When something as Skyrim has done so well, Elder Scrolls Online isn't great, but we've still got a fan base. They do really good story-based games. Fallout 4 was decent.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 was amazing. They've got who did BioShock? Was that Bethesda? Or was that
no, that's BioWare.
BioWare did BioShock. Great one. They do great story games. Stick with story games. There's no point in ruining it. It's like if Squeenix, as you call them, who did all Final Fantasies, who are known for Final Fantasy, was like, you know what we need? A Final Fantasy game where you can't play it, it's all online. Create your own one character and battle your friends.
I think there was an online.
There was, it's for PSP, it's wank. Going back to that.
Yeah.
But I think Bethesda are going to stay away from Fallout for a while. I think they've ruined that with 76.
I think they have to. I think they might be a little bit sheepish at this one.
If they even do anything.
Yeah, because last time, do you remember they had that big thing and they were all smug about it and
look what happened.
And look what happened. So, but you know, that Starfield thing looked interesting. All it was literally a logo and that, and people were saying
lost their shit.
Yeah, people were saying, "Oh, this might be Fallout in space." Well, Outer Worlds is coming out from Obsidian, which is
for New Vegas.
People did New Vegas, which is basically Fallout in space, but as cowboys. I really like the sound of that, and if anyone's my sort of age, anyone remembers Brave Star, the cartoon, then I'm going to put a little clip of that in there now. Brave Star was amazing. I want it to be like Brave Star. Thank you very much. Continue. EA. EA. Star Wars.
EA, the most hated company in the world, are making one of the most anticipated games of all time.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, first person. I'm assuming first person, maybe third person, depending on how you want to do it.
Third, wouldn't it?
Single player, story driven Star Wars game that everyone's wanted for fuck knows how long.
Yeah.
And they teased it, it looks amazing. They have said, somewhere I believe someone has said something about no microtransactions, it's going to be purely story based with maybe some DLC.
Well, it's a first person.
Someone is bound to be like, oh, loot box, doubt
No,
it.
it won't be. Why would there be loot boxes on the first
Because,
person?
you know, they had that one game that flopped with loot boxes and everyone's like, oh,
but it was an
E3
online
is shit.
Yeah, it was an online.
E3 is shit. EA is shit.
I mean, it comes out in November. We know it's coming out. Gameplay. If they're gonna show gameplay, they're gonna show it at E3.
Or they will show a demo.
100%. Or someone playing it on stage.
They'll make a demo that isn't relevant to the game. Some games they do that, don't they? Sometimes they give you like a demo level that isn't actually in the game. It's just something they've made.
Yeah.
They've also announced another Need for Speed.
Need for Speed.
I haven't played
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed since Most Wanted on the PS2.
Love Most Wanted.
Had the best soundtrack of any. We'll say quite a few games. I'm not going to say every game because there are some games with amazing soundtracks.
Loved it. PS3. Most Wanted, and I had it on the Vita as well. Great game. Get back to that. I don't want.
Open world.
No. What's the story one? The one with the FMV.
Rivals.
Right, the Run. I think it was.
Oh, the Run. Yeah.
With the FMV stuff. No.
They should stick back to not like they didn't have. Most Wanted wasn't open world, was it?
It was.
Not to the extent that. The new ones are.
No, you could go wherever you wanted, and then you found the car, and you had to go and race the car that was most wanted, and then if you beat it, you got that car, and then you go up the most wanted list.
Yeah. Not like the new ones where you can pull up to some lights, rev, and someone starts to fight that crap. I want it to be if it's going to be open world, make it single player. I love multiplayer games, but there's so many that it gets a bit boring.
Yeah.
Other things we think are going to show up. There was a Harry Potter RPG announced.
It wasn't announced.
No, it was leaked.
Yeah.
But there has been legit sources apparently.
Yeah, there's
saying about it.
There's been some stuff.
Fucking good.
I think the thing about Harry Potter, because they're launching this year. There's a mobile Harry Potter game. Do you know about this?
There was one that came out a few months ago. It was shite.
There's one that's coming out it's called Wizards Unite.
But it's meant to be like Pokemon Go, isn't it?
Pokemon Go, but something has got out and you have to go and spell.
You can learn. Yeah,
that's it.
It looks really, really good. This is meant to be a console game.
Yeah, RPG.
What we've seen, if it is even legit, it looks like Dragon Age graphic-y kind of.
A little bit, yeah.
You can roam around the locations from the movies and the books, and
you
can learn things and find things and search. I don't know if it's going to be like the other games where you can swap characters. Have you ever played the other ones? The Prisoner of Azkaban and PS2.
Oh, you're going back.
Yeah. Back when you could swap between Harry, Ron, and Hermione. You could kind of do your own little thing.
The thing is right. Back then, Harry Potter was new, so the fan base would have been young. Now, people have grown up with Harry Potter, and now they're your age, right? Mid-20s, onto 30s. I think, as the films got dark, didn't they, towards the end? So, a dark RPG.
They need to represent it a little bit better. Like, they always do it, happy, fun, Harry, you know.
Yeah, we will do that at the start.
Yeah, but make it, as the movies and books go, make it very...
Yeah.
Not very dark, like, they need to get slaughtered, but dark enough that, like, you kind of get what's going on with the story. Even follow the book, like, even follow the movies. If you want something to follow, just copy the movie. I'd happily play a game through the movies.
Yeah. I would love to see. It's a bit of a wild card, right? We don't know if that's going to be there, but it's Warner Brothers.
Imagine if they did, they showed that. Or they even fucking released it.
That would...
just coming out soon? Harry Potter.
People would...
Lose their shit
over
even I would.
RPG
I'm not even a massive Harry Potter fan, but it would be fucking hilarious if they had an online feature. Imagine if you know how Destiny has an open hub.
Yeah.
If Hogwarts was the open hub, you can see online players.
Yeah.
You can create your own person.
Yeah.
And you can do stuff like you can join houses.
Yeah, Slytherin or whatever.
Or you sit in the sorting hat and you answer a few questions.
Yeah.
And then it basically, and you get different stories in different houses. That'd be really cool. Imagine it's something like, I think anyone who's ever watched Harry Potter or read the books wants to will go into class and seeing a friend. Imagine if you could do that in a game.
Yeah.
Walking through the hallways and your mates then you're like, tosser.
Yeah.
go to I don't know, Defense Against Dark Arts, and he walks in, starts shooting you up with a fucking wand. Just cause havoc. Fucking great.
Thank you very much for watching.
This will be fun to edit. I'm going to have to put loads of clips.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's
E3,
about it. E3, it better be good.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Which will be like, we're releasing Fallout 77. It's online only. It hasn't even got online. It hasn't even got it's just a loading screen.
Yeah.
Just like we crashed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay, great. We will see you next time.
Adios.
See ya.